Write a polynomial function for the graph that's shown. Use the smallest degree possible. Let's recall that there is a close relationship between the x-intercepts on a graph and the zeros of the polynomial function. Since we have an x-intercept at -2, we know that the polynomial function must have a 0 at x is equal to -2. Since there's another x-intercept at the origin, we know that there's a 0 at x is equal to 0, and the x-intercept at 1 tells us that x is equal to 1 is a 0 of the polynomial. So let's also recall that when we have a 0 of a polynomial, we know that x minus that 0 must have been a factor of the polynomial. So since -2 is a 0 of the polynomial, we know that x minus -2 must have been a factor. Since 0 is a 0 of the polynomial, we could say x minus 0 is a factor. And since 1 is a 0 of the polynomial, we can say that x minus 1 is a factor. We are going to leave our polynomial in factored form, but we do want to clean it up a little bit. X minus 0 is just x, and let's write that factor first. We'll rewrite x minus -2 as x plus 2, and then finish with x minus 1. Now let's compare what we have to the graph that is given. And notice that what we currently have is a degree 3 polynomial. But our graph could not possibly be a third degree polynomial. It needs to have an even degree because the tails, or the end behavior, is up. Let's also notice that at our x-intercepts, we have 2 x-intercepts at which we cross the x-axis, but one where we touch the x-axis. And because the graph touches the x-axis at +1, that tells us that the 0 must have an even multiplicity. In order for a 0 to have an even multiplicity, the power on the factor that generated that must be an even number. Now the directions said to use the smallest degree possible, so we're going to choose the even number 2 as opposed to 4 or 6. This will keep the degree of the polynomial as small as possible. And now we have a degree 4 polynomial with a positive leading coefficient, which tells us that the end behavior would be up. So this will be our answer for part A. Let's do this again for part B, and notice again that the x-intercepts are going to correspond directly to the zeros of the polynomial. We have the x-intercepts -3, -2, and +1, and these x-intercepts give us the zeros -3, -2, and +1. Given a 0, we can come up with a factor of the polynomial by looking at x minus whatever the 0 is. So the factor we get from this first 0 is x minus the 0. Then we multiply by the factor from the second 0, which is x minus the 0 again. And then multiply by the factor that we get from the third 0, which is x minus the 0, which is +1. Let's clean this up a little bit to call it x plus 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 1. And now we need to compare this with the graph to see if we need to make any adjustments. Now the graph of this polynomial function gives us a lot of information. First of all, the fact that the end behavior is up on the left and down on the right tells us 2 things. Number 1, that the degree of the polynomial is odd. And number 2, that the leading coefficient, we'll call it a sub n, is negative. We can also look at the x-intercepts on the graph and notice that at 2 of these x-intercepts, the graph is touching the x-axis and turning around, and at 1 of the x-intercepts, the graph crosses the x-axis. Let's recall that if the multiplicity of a 0 is even, that means our graph is going to touch the x-axis and turn around there. But if the multiplicity of the 0 is odd, that means our graph crosses the x-axis at that x-intercept. So the multiplicity of this 0 must be even since our graph touches and turns around there, and on this one as well. The multiplicity of this 0 must be odd since our graph crosses there. Now remember, we want to use the smallest degree possible, so we'll go to the factor that generated the 0, x is equal to -2, and we need to make that an even power on that factor to ensure that -2 has an even multiplicity. And then we go to x minus 1, which is the factor that generated the 0, x is equal to 1, and that one must also have an even multiplicity. Using the smallest degree possible, we'll just put a 2 on that one. The factor x plus 3 is the factor that generated x is equal to -3. That one has an odd multiplicity, so we'll just leave that power as +1. So now this is the smallest degree possible, but there's still one thing that we need to fix, which is that the leading coefficient needs to be negative. In order to fix our polynomial function so that the leading coefficient is negative, all we need to do is multiply by a -1 out here on the front. This is essentially the equivalent of a vertical flip so that the end behavior lands up on the left and down on the right. And so this is a possibility for the graph of this polynomial function.